Perv switch. We talk about the perv switch on the show.
Oh, yeah.
We've been talking about it for years, where these guys just can't help themselves. We all think shit when we see a really hot girl walk by.
Most of our perv breakers in us, they work.
Right.
You know, you don't flip the switch.
It stops you from doing something completely insane.
Or else you'd just be grabbing tits and
Right.
fucking shoving your hand up girls' skirts all day.
But every once in a while, you got a story where that perv switch goes off. The guy can't help himself. And this one, these stories are hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
I love them.
I don't know the person this happened to. I don't know their family, so I don't give a fuck. You know, you read this. This is hilarious.
Yeah.
Chiropractor patient story leads to charges. So you got an Iowa chiropractor charged with assault after a patient reported him to police. Police said Dan Duffy was charged after the complaint was filed in the Dallas County in January. All right, according to the complaint, a woman being examined for a back injury was lying on her stomach when Duffy pulled up her shirt to expose her lower back. You know, he's got to work the area, right?
Yeah.
According to the woman's statement, Duffy began massaging her lower right back and buttocks area.
Well, you got to. Okay.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Sometime during the exam, Duffy left the exam room. He then returned to the room and stood on the left side of the table. The woman told authorities that at that point she heard Duffy unzip his pants and heard what she described as masturbating.
Oh, shit.
What a fucking lunatic.
So you're a doctor.
Well, he's a chiropractor.
That's true.
It's the perv switch, though. It's a classic example of the perv switch. The guy just couldn't help it.
Wow, he's massaging her buttocks and her leg
And
and
he
her,
left the
or her
room.
back, and he's like,
You think he left the
couldn't
room
take
to
it.
go to the bathroom and throw water on his face and look in the mirror like, am I really going to do what I'm about to do?
Oh, he has that fucking John Travolta from Pulp Fiction speech in the mirror with himself.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to finish the chiropractor,
I think he tried to get out of the
and then
situation.
you're going to leave.
Right. He left and had to talk with himself like, I can't, I gotta get back in there. The woman said that after the exam, her mother took her to the police station. Police swabbed her lower back for evidence.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the lab confirmed that sperm from the lower back swabs on the woman matched Duffy's DNA profile.
Oh, no, he jizzed on her?
Yes.
Did he come on, or do you think he just had pre-cum on his hand?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. Now, did she see him jerking, or was her head to one side?
Heard.
All right, so she
why would
heard
you,
it.
if you're hearing what sounds like masturbating going
Yes.
on, why don't you turn around to see what's going on?
Can I say, I bet you he was massaging her by her buttocks, and she did something that he thought meant she wanted more. Like, she might have moved her hips a little, like,
Oh, boy. He sure misinterpreted that.
Yeah, she was saying that's where it hurts, and he thought it meant, I want cumsies on my back.
I got to rub the lotion in.
Yes. Oh, that's
The fucking perv switch, once again.
I'm trying to think
Takes
of
another one out.
trying to think of the defense for this. Like, if she didn't
Look
see
at her.
it, she
Your Honor, look at her.
if she didn't see it, she hears it.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if he's going to say, no, I was doing this, but all right, well, then where's the DNA come from?
They found
you go, well,
his sperm on her lower back. That's
well,
never good.
He could say that, yes, I was indeed masturbating earlier and had some spermatozoa on my hand, and I should have washed. I didn't. And as I was massaging her, I transferred it over.
Oh, I'm sure
the lawyer will say that.
I'm sure he'll try anything to get out of this, but it's not going to help his practice if he does get off the hook.
I have my chiropractor tools in a bag with a zipper, so he unzips it.
Chiropractor tools?
Yes.
Yeah, they got some kind of voodoo shit.
I don't know. I'm just trying to
shake
help
over
this,
your body
I'm
and
trying to help
stuff.
this guy out here.
Her
Henry.
saying she heard a zipper come undone is not necessarily like going to be good, because he could say she did not. She could say she did.
Now,
this is the guy who over-explains it. He could claim she did not hear that.
the guy who over-explained.
She, on the other hand, will allege, I have to say allege, that she did hear the zipper.
this leads to the latest Louis episode. You guys watching Louis on
Louis.
FX?
Louis
The fucking
rules.
show is awesome. And Louis it looked like he got a cock in his mouth when he visited the dentist on this past Louis episode. And the guy who gave Louis the cock was was the dude from Office Space, Stapler guy.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
He played a dentist in this last episode of Louie.
Gabler.
And it looks like he stuck his cock in Louie while Louie was under, getting his teeth taken
I
care
haven't
of.
seen that one.
Because Louie wakes up and the dentist quickly turns and is zipping up his fly. This is what Louie got done on FX a couple days ago. It was classic.
I got to see that one.
It was really, really funny. Let's say hi to Brent in Illinois. Brent.
Hey, Brent.
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, there's a...
Hold on a minute. I'm sorry. The best part about the Louis episode, so he's in dreamland because he's under and he's talking to Osama bin Laden. You got to see the episode for yourself. But then all of a sudden the dentist appears in the dream sequence with a banana, telling Louis to fucking eat the banana, and Louis like, "What, with the peel on it?" and the guy's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. The peel tastes good too," or something like that. And all of a sudden, Stapler guy from Office Space is shoving the banana in Louis' mouth, and then he wakes up.
Okay,
And
that's
quickly
pretty fucking funny.
looks, and the dentist is turned away really fast, zipping up his fly. I missed the best part with the banana. Thank you for reminding me, whoever that was. Brent, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a dentist in our local area here that says he practices relaxation dentistry. Like if your teeth are really messed up and you need a lot of work, he'll give you a small pill to help you relax while he works on your teeth.
Wow.
I have a feeling he might be in
Roofie.
the news real soon. It's
Yeah, take this pill. It'll make you relax. As the girl feels like her tits aren't quite in a bra like she put them. Girls like...
They're always askew.
They're always adjusting their titties in their bras so, they know exactly where they are.
They know where their tits are at all times.
Yeah. And it's like, wait, my nipple wasn't way over there.
Right.
This thing the strap is a little twisted around the back. Well, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened?
Dana in Boston has
Dana,
a
another
perv
girl
switch
name.
story. Dana,
Boys, good morning.
Girl name, boy name.
what's up?
So about several months ago, I'm a sales rep, and I had a new trainee with me. And one of my colleagues was going on medical leave down in Connecticut. So we finish up the day, and this chick is just out of college. She's smoking hot, blonde hair, had a little skirt on. And I'm looking at her skirt, looking over, thinking to myself, oh, my God, I know that she's got a bold cooter, fucking little thong on. So I said to myself, I don't want to fuck up my 9-year career with my company. So I pretended like I had to run up to my apartment in Back Bay, and I ran upstairs and whacked off to get in the car to drive down to Connecticut because I felt the jack attack coming on so strong.
Wait, who is this woman again?
She was a new trainee with my company, so I was a field trainer.
Oh, that could have been some trouble right there.
Yeah, smart move though, man.
Yeah.
Guys deal with that shit all the
Yeah.
time.
See,
When you
that's
a
the
hot
breaker
girl,
working.
man, that perf thing.
She had a skirt?
That's you.
Mini skirt, about 23 years old, fresh out of college.
See, that's the breaker. The breaker worked.
Yep.
It did what it was supposed to do.
That's right.
Did you get any vibes from her on the way down?
We had a couple of beers at dinner, and I didn't know which way to go. I dropped her off at the hotel in Cambridge, and I was like, should I do the old, we should have a drink, but I didn't want to risk it.
All right, fair. Smart, man.
Right on.
Sometimes you see a girl walking down the street, down the sidewalk. She's got a little skirt on, and I always think I could just run up, pull her skirt down, and shove my tongue in her ass.
Do some caveman shit.
Just like, but you don't do it. But the thing is, you can do it.
Mm-hmm. And every once in a while,
there's not a fence.
and every once in a while, one of these guys just can't help themselves.
Yeah, look, see, like that right there. You just walk up, crank it down, and shove your tongue in her ass.
All right, listen. I gotta go to this call immediately. This can't be true. Jeff in Jersey. Sorry, Anthony. Jeff.
morning. How are you?
Jeff, are you just trying to get on the radio? I need to know.
No, I'm not. My wife was having back problems for years. This is a local chiropractor in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah.
She was going to him for months and months and months and months and months and years. And she kept having these lower back problems, kept doing the adjustments, and then, then he slowly tried to convince her that she needed an internal adjustment. So she was asking, well, what does that entail? And he was a little bashful, but basically said, I need to put my finger up your ass so I can get to the lower part of your tailbone.
Internal adjustment, huh?
Internal adjustment. I don't know if she went for it, but I'm hoping.
Wow.
What do you mean you don't know if she went for it?
Didn't you ask? What did she say? Mind your business?
Right.
No, but she's like, my back is better. I don't think I need to go anymore.
How is she sitting during dinner? I mean,
She's fine. I mean,
Danny, can you do some research? Is this actually something?
Internal adjustment.
We need to know about internal adjustments.
Yeah, because she had been going to the guy for days and days and weeks and months and years? Worst explanation of time ever.
No, did you hear? For months and months and months and years.
That's unbelievable.
You usually have to go to 12 of the months before you say years.
All right, we're looking.
what was that last part? I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
What, I didn't hear what you just said. What you just
Good.
No, we're trying to see if this is legit or not. We're doing some research.
What's that?
What?
See, we didn't get you.
Jeff, what?
You didn't get us either. He tried to do a, I heard you.
Oh, shut it.
Jeff, leave it to the professionals, please.
Or just us?
You're just a dopey caller.
All right, Godspeed.
All right.
Anything about internal?
We got something on the internal exam.
Yeah, this is a real thing.
No.
Get
fucking
the fuck out of here.
Yeah. There is some instructions for preparing for an internal adjustment. It says have the patient evacuate bowels and bladder just before the adjustment.
Good, so you can have a little lunch first.
Pain in the coccyx is the indication for internal adjustments.
Especially if external adjustments haven't been successful in alleviating the patient's complaint. That's the tailbone, of course. Some pain after a fall or after vaginal childbirth. This can happen.
When you go through life with a bad back, who the fuck would do that?
Oh.
Back pain is awful, though.
So
you got to weigh it, right, Jimmy?
So you got to go in and get an internal adjustment. So how is that?
Sounds like a win-win to me.
So what is you have a finger in your asshole and then what? Kind of push on the bone?
Why wonder when we could find out exactly what it's all about
This
from
show's
Zach
magical.
in Indiana. Zach, you've had an internal adjustment?
Hey, yeah, guys. Whenever I was like 13, I broke my tailbone, and
You're either gay or your back really hurt, brother.
dude, it was fucked up. But the lady that was a chiropractor,
Lady.
she would reach in.
Of course, it's always a lady, right?
Sure,
It
sure
wasn't.
it
It
was.
wasn't a guy with big fucking knuckles, big
Sure,
hairy
was
knuckles.
it lady?
But she would reach in.
I bet
through
she
my
was
ass.
hot too, right? Real hot
No,
chiropractor. No, all right, go ahead.
She was Russian.
Yeah, exactly.
But she would like hold the tip of my spine and push down where it was broke and pull back at the same time to try and re-break my spine and get it set right.
Ow.
And she had a finger in your ass?
She had like 3.
Jesus. Wow.
Probably why I'm
Fucking
into such
whore.
deviant sexual lifestyles now.
There's nothing worse than when there's fingers in your ass and they're trying to break your back.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Jesus, how do you come that way?
13, you know. That's all I got, boys. I'm out.
All right. This guy's a theory on that story that we just had. Bob, you have a theory?
Good evening.
Hey there,
And
Beth.
then we got a chiropractor that actually does this for a living. Go
Alrighty.
ahead, Bob.
Okay, here's what I think, boys. The perv switch went off on him, and when he left that room, he went to the bathroom and worked the man right up to the point
Yep.
of coming.
Oh.
He comes back in the room, unzips his pants, and blasts the load all over her back.
Why would he
Okay.
come on her back? Well, I guess.
Not.
Yeah,
Her face would have been really obvious.
How else do you?
Could you turn around, miss? Well, she
I wonder if
turned
he was
her head.
doing an internal adjustment on her.
Punching out.
Ooh.
boys.
All right.
I don't know.
Rubbing his cock in her butt.
Here's a chiropractor. You stick fingers up people's asses, Dr. Tom?
I've never done that.
Oh,
I've seen it done, and it's the school that they teach it at is kind of like a big running joke with all the other schools, and it's called the Brown Thumb School, and it's pretty nasty, and it does work, but it doesn't work for everyone. You actually do stick 1 or 2 fingers, never done it, 1 or 2 fingers, and you actually have to pull as hard as you possibly can. I've seen people get lifted off a table, and it hurts. Really.
That's great. It's like fishing.
Like you're noodling for catfish.
Yeah, look, what'd you do? Like I caught an accountant. Couldn't think of a job.
Wow. All right. You know what? Dr. Steve needs a phone call today. Can we take a break before the Dr. Steve phone call?
Internal adjustment.
Also, we got...
What is that, Dr. Steve? What happens when you put the fingers up the anus?
Well, you insert them into the anus, and the coccyx will sometimes move. You really have to know that's the answer.
I love the Dr. Steve.
Because fluid will build up.
Fluid. And then he just wrings his fingers out into a wine bottle. Puts a label on it.
Yeah, when there's a significant fluid buildup, we get it. You like fluid.
He loves fluid.
He can't get enough.
How else is he going to make his wine?
His wine is actually originally known as cyst juice. It's the stuff that happens when you take the remnants of a hysterectomy and jump on them in work boots.
We just lost Dr. Steve. We got to get him back on the phone. Jackie, you stepped in the middle of, I don't know. We were talking about this story. A chiropractor came on this woman's lower back.
He lost it. He
we talk about the perv switch on this show. Where,
massaging her a little bit, doing the chiropractic on her chiropractor.
Well, you know how that can happen.
Oh, of course.
Well, did he really?
Naked.
Yeah, he pulled his hog out.
No, wait a minute. When a chiropractor's working on somebody, he's not they're not undressed.
Well, he had this woman's like buttocks showing and her lower back, and he was kind of feeling around, whatever. He was all on the up and up until he left the room, comes back. I guess her head was turned the opposite way. She hears a zipper go down and hears what she interpreted as masturbation. And then they found DNA on her back of this guy.
Cumsies on her back.
Okay.
And it was his cumsies.
Can I ask questions?
Yeah.
Sure.
She's lying there. Mm-hmm. She hears his zipper open.
Yeah.
Hears the sounds of masturbation.
This is what we're saying.
And then doesn't do anything about it till she goes to the hospital to have somebody check for DNA.
That's right.
What about when something warm hit the back, the lower back? Wouldn't that be another clue?
Just taste it.
Yeah.
She obviously was willing, right, Jackie?
Well, I don't know about willing, but she had to be somewhat aware
that something was going on. Right.
You know what, Opie? That bitch wanted it.
That's right.
That's what it sounds like.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not to make a bad pun, but there's holes in the story.
But it led to, I don't know how we got to this point.
Was it a white guy?
Yeah.
Oh, good doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor, of course.
There's too many black chiropractors.
Now, then we start talking about.
No, wait. Where does it stand?
Happened?
Is the guy? He's not indicted or anything.
Oh, he's arrested.
Yeah, he's in front of a fucking,
is that him?
Yeah,
guilty.
That's him.
Guilty.
Lock him up.
Why is he guilty?
Because he looks like the guy who slashed the cabbie.
He looks pervy.
He's white.
He looks pervy. But
you know what? If he's chiropractor, how do you guys stand on that?
Yeah, it's not a doctor.
It's not a doctor.
It's not real. I think it's like
you know what? I got some adjustments.
Voodoo medicine.
The adjustments worked.
You know what? It's like anything. There's so many people it works for, and you can't tell somebody when they get up and they feel better. You can't tell them they don't feel better. Mm-hmm. So if it works for
but there's voodoo guys out there. They shake like salt shakers over your back, and all of a sudden that's supposed to do something.
What is that?
See, Jackie knows. There's regular chiropractors that are really doing adjustments and trying to get your spine back.
My ex-wife's sister sent everything she owned from France in 2 huge boxes, the size of a house, and this poor little man delivered them to our house. So I felt bad, helped him move them, and crunch my knee, so the bones crunched together. Oof. So my knee was really bad, and all of a sudden I flew out to Las Vegas, and I couldn't walk. Steve Chiropractor at the Riviera actually had to take me by a golf cart through the kitchen to get to this, and I was like Elvis going to, I was singing "Love Me Tender" going to the thing, but there were no doctors in Las Vegas, so Nancy sends me to one of these guys. I don't know what they're called. They have a name. And I go into this guy's office, and I always say you can tell how bad a doctor is by how many diplomas are on his wall. His entire 4 walls were full of diplomas, so I knew this guy was a sham. And he did that. Opie, I sat on his thing. He opened the drawer, took out a vial of pills, and put them in your hand, and said, close your hand. I closed my hand. He says, now how's your knee feel? I said, it feels exactly the fucking same, you moron. He gave me some pills. But I wasn't taking them. Right. I swear to you, I was holding them in my hand.
Now, they do some voodoo shit, some of these guys.
That's insane.
And
the guy had all these...
and then the rest of the chiropractors are all pissed off at those guys.
Right, because they give them a bad name.
Exactly. Oh. So we're talking about this, and then it came up that some of these guys are doing internal exams or internal adjustments.
Now, this is where...
And that's why we got our friend Dr. Steve on the line, but we're going to, get him to speak.
Dr. Steve is not the guy that's indicted.
No. He should be.
Yeah.
But supposedly some people's backs are so bad that the chiropractor will stick, in one case that we had on the phone a few minutes ago, 3 fingers up his ass and then pull down on his tailbone or something.
And adjust the
wouldn't
tailbone.
that make you forget about the pain in your back?
That's probably why it works.
Yeah. But we thought it's bullshit, and then everyone's calling going, no, I had that done to me. My wife had it done. Oh, that's how it started. A guy called up and said a chiropractor wanted to stick fingers up his wife's ass. Yeah.
Put your finger in my belly button.
We're gonna get
That's not my belly button. That's not my finger. That's the oldest joke.
So, Jackie, we're going to get to the bottom of this with our doctor friend, Dr.
I don't
Steve.
want to talk to the doctor till you tell everybody where I'm working Saturday night.
Oh, nice.
I'm playing hardball,
That's
Morton.
how
I'm
it
not
works.
Are you selling tickets? I'm not selling tickets.
In some places, yes. But if you want to see Jackie, don't go to Foxwoods Friday the 27th of... I fucked up my own plug. God damn it.
See, that's what you get.
Thursday through Saturday, October 14th through 16th. My tickets go on sale tomorrow morning. How about you?
Belmore Theater for Jackie the Joke Man. When is it? This weekend?
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
Saturday night at 9:30 because they have a film booked from 1962 at 7 o'clock.
Are you kidding? You're following a film from
The
1962?
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
But they finally stopped tearing down the old movie theaters. They're finally renovating them and making them into theaters. And a lot of these old movie theaters are beautiful. This place, I hosted the New York Film Festival there. And, you go into a place with a nice sound system and a nice theater. What do you think? You think about, wow, I'd love to do stand-up here. And they said, yes, so we're giving it a shot. But there hasn't been stand-up there
Jimmy
before.
did the old porn theater in Bayshore.
Yeah.
Now,
That's
is
a
that
theater,
like
too.
a vaudeville theater?
I don't know. It was good, though.
It's an old porn theater. But now they're bringing in...
The YMCA.
I love those little theaters,
One of the old
and the
theaters,
seats
yeah.
come all
bringing
the
in
way up.
comedy, man. We got Dr. Steve on the line. Dr. Steve, internal adjustments is what we're talking about today.
Yeah. Do you know anything about this, Doctor?
I didn't have training in that, although I do internal exams.
Do.
This doctor has had his fingers up a lot of people's asses, Jackie.
You know what? The
mean,
great
a
part
lot.
is not sticking your finger in a woman's ass. The great part is handing her a bill for it. She's writing out the check and he's sniffing his finger.
Where you stand with chiropractors, Dr. Steve?
Say that again?
Where do you stand as far as chiropractors?
I have great respect for chiropractors who practice chiropractic. There have been lots of studies that have shown that chiropractic treatments work very well for low back pain. And the guys that I know, I just have chiropractors that I sent my patients to, and they were good, solid chiropractors and did what they were trained to do. Now, this thing about internal adjustments, if you think about it, if your theory is that manipulating the spine can help organs that are fed by the nerves that come from the spine, then you're going to want to do internal exams, because the only place you can get a hold of the coccyx, which is the tailbone, would be to stick your finger up somebody's ass and yank on it. There's no other way to really do it. So
Get the fuck out of here.
Dr. Steve, I got to ask you a question. Do you think when they were sitting around naming the bones that they were having a few beers and laughing their balls off when they named it the coccyx?
Absolutely. Of course.
Are you seriously saying if you put your fingers up somebody's butt, you can manipulate their inner organ?
Yes, you can. Now, whether that actually does you any good or not is something that's debatable. But if you believe that, then the only way that you can get a hold of those coccyx bones would be, because if you think about it, feel back there, you can feel your tailbone going right down.
Well, I've had my finger up my ass since we've been on the phone, Doc.
How's your back?
Yeah, I don't know. It feels so good.
You can feel on the outside, and you can feel your tailbone going down, curving down toward your asshole, and then it becomes sort of soft and fleshy. And if you imagine sticking your finger in there, you could manipulate.
Well, you imagine.
Manipulate.
You know what? You couldn't write this. You couldn't say, we need a bit for the radio tomorrow.
No,
Let's say that chiropractors put their... Would a chiropractor have the woman or the guy there when they come in, they say, look, I think I'm going to be working your lower back and maybe digitally manipulating you? Or does he just do that as a matter of course and hope that the girl doesn't feel the sperm hit the back of her? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
How do you make the move from, all right, I'm going to make an adjustment on your spine to I need to stick 3 fingers in your ass?
3!
Well, what do you do to the patient? Here's you go. All right, hold on.
Prison lube.
That is an uncomfortable conversation between patient and doctor, right?
You know what
I'd
like to know?
Point?
I would love to know the relationship of the occurrence, like how often it happens according to how attractive the patient is.
Yeah.
That'd be an interesting study.
If it's some old broad, you're not suggesting that.
450, 65-year-old woman, he's never had his fist in there.
No.
No one over 250 pounds has ever had a coccyx adjustment.
They're walking around with really bad backs.
Yeah, exactly.
All over the
Cheerleader
place.
that pulled something at the last football game she was cheering at.
Suffering from a shoulder injury.
You walk into his office, and he has 8x10s of all the women who have digitally taken 3 fingers. You know,
the adjustment.
Yeah. Come on, do you want to belong to the 3-finger club or don't you?
Steve, stay on the line. We're going with Bob and Philly. He's on the line with you. Go ahead, Bob. This is unbelievable. We saved this shit for you, Jackie, because we love you.
This is great.
All right, Bob, go ahead.
I just wanted to give you guys some legitimacy to the story. My sister-in-law is actually going to be graduating out of the New York Chiropractic College in the near future, and that is actually a legitimate adjustment.
So she's a lesbian.
It is what it is, man. I mean, they don't practice it in school, obviously, but they talk about it, the technique, and the whole 9 yards. I mean,
no!
Hey, you got to practice on something.
Turn left at the cobwebs.
It just snaps like a graham cracker.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so it's legit, and she practiced it.
Well, she does not practice that adjustment specifically. Unfortunately, it'd be good to hear some good stories about that. But
I would only exclusively do that as a chiropractor. Only
That's how you would advertise on
only
TV.
Women.
Right.
I'm designing my shingle as we speak. No, a chiropractor, as a matter of course, doesn't put on the rubber gloves, right?
Oh, wow.
He can't go in there, all of a sudden. So if all of a sudden you hear the snap of the rubber glove, he's going in, right?
So don't share grapes with a chiropractor.
If I was a gynecologist, I would put on the rubber gloves at the end of the day to seal in the flavor.
The flavor.
I never go to my act on the show, but it fit too perfect.
That sounded really awkward, but it's still really funny.
Sealing the flavor.
Sealing the flavor.
All right, let's go to a real chiropractor. Thank you, Bob. Now we move up to James in Cleveland, and
Wait,
Dr.
Opie,
Steve's still on the line.
He really did legitimize it. He just said...
Well, this chiropractor's really going to bring it forward. Go ahead, James. You're a chiropractor, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. I practice I have an office in Cleveland and in Akron, and I'm familiar with the adjustment. It was taught in passing, but basically in the same breath, it was pretty much said, don't ever do it.
Yeah, this sounds like one of these procedures that is taught, but people are like, you could get away with it sometime.
You know what we're talking about? Enter at own risk.
Yeah, you're asking for a lot of lawsuits. I'm sure it's legit, but, now you're risking a lot of lawsuits.
That's it. I've been practicing 13 years, never a lawsuit, and there's no fucking way I would do that one.
No way, right?
Do they put on rubber gloves?
Yeah, you're supposed to glove up, lube up, and in you go.
What if she's an 18-year-old cheerleader like we were talking?
Again, that would be legitimate.
All right, Dr. Steve. You'd have to wreck everything? Really?
God.
You'd have to have a chaperone.
A chaperone.
Thanks, Dr. Steve.
How fucking unsexy you need news cameras.
Is the chaperone to make sure you properly insert your digits?
Yeah, what are you doing there?
You need a chaperone.
Chaperone's jerking off in the corner.
How great would it be if the chaperone was worse?
It's not a junior high school dance,
That's not ridiculous. But
it's like the guy at the pawn shop watching Zed fucking Marcellus Wallace. Standing in the corner, yeah, you fuck him. Yeah.
One more finger.
One more finger. Steve, you really did remove the sexiness.
Really, man. We're trying to get some guys, a little horny on their way to work today.
Have the girls' parents come in.
Yeah. They sit there.
Now,
constable.
Show footage from Calcutta.
Yeah, really.
Now we're talking hidden camera.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
All
right, now thank you, James.
YouTube video.
Now we move to a guy that actually had this done on Monday. See what we do, Jackie?
What?
Very organized on this show.
Oh, sure.
A guy had it done?
On Monday, Rob in Tampa.
I have one question. Are you sitting down?
Yeah, does the doctor say that? All right, look, you better sit down for this, but only for a second.
Rob, go ahead.
All right, hey, I got two experiences, actually. Same doctor. One was about 5 years ago. I had a water jet skiing accident, and I couldn't even walk, and I was in so much pain. So I went to the doctor, and he's like checking everything out, and then he's like, all right, take your pants off and bend over the bench. So I'm like, what for? He goes,
I'd pick wheelchair. Go ahead, sorry.
So he goes, well, I got to check the inside of your tailbone to make sure it's not fractured. What happened was I jumped awake on a jet ski, and I came down and just compressed my whole tailbone.
Oh, that'll hurt.
Wow.
And it just happened to be this little redheaded doctor with these big fat fucking fingers, man.
Great big fucking Donnie Most fingers. That's what you want.
Donnie Most.
So he was well hung.
Big ginger fucking hands.
Notice Dr. Steve doesn't jump in to
no one
ruin
needs
this
a
story.
chaperone there.
Yeah,
Dr. Steve got his pants down.
You need a cracker in the middle of the room.
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to have a chaperone even when.
All right, enough about the
chaperone.
Now, wait, but this is different. If he's checking for broken bones or something, this isn't a guy adjusting your back and sticking his finger in your ass. This is a guy seeing if there's actual damage.
How about a fucking X-ray, Jackie?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
Do they numb your shit before they do this, or what?
No, he just lubed it up.
Get the fuck out of
Put
here.
on a glove, lubed it up, and stuck his fat finger up
So
my
it gave
ass.
you your medicine.
Was he a good kisser?
He bit his back.
Oh, God.
A lion cub.
How did it feel, bro?
It was first time experience, so it wasn't fun.
No.
But, the worst part was after that he put a box of tissues in front of me and he's like, clean up.
Oh, that's the worst.
I had that at the urologist.
That's great.
You clean up.
Yeah, you feel really.
You feel so dirty when that happens because,
Yeah.
Did it help at all?
What's that?
Did it help?
No, I mean I'd go back to the office and take a shit. That's about it.
So you still have a bad fucking back.
It's great. And a bad back. Now you're just not the man you once were.
Right.
I
Nothing
swear
worse.
to you, the last time I went, I'm old, and so you got to go for a prostate exam once in a while. And the last time I went to see the doctor, it was like my third time to the guy, and he's a fan, and he's a really nice guy. So he's, the inevitable. He's putting on the glove, and he's got to go in, and the doctor actually said to me, do you want me to dim the lights? Being funny. But I'm like, I swear he said that. I won't say his name, and I'm sure I'd like to give him credit, but I don't know if he...
Steve.
But I'm like, when somebody's doing that, no matter how well you know them and how great a I mean, he's got a beautiful office in Glen Cove, and he's a billionaire, but... You don't fuck around when you're going in there.
And,
you don't want to hear jokes. You don't want
to. And to have a fan doing that.
Yeah. Bad enough he's a fan going in,
We fuck our listeners all the time. You don't want them fucking you.
That is awful.
Here's another guy that had the procedure done last Friday. Nate in Maine. We need more of these stories.
We need women calling.
No exactly. Where are the women? Chaperone.
Nate.
Just wrecked the fucking vibe.
Hey, guys.
I got a cheerleader. What should I do? Read transcripts from the Yates trial. Fucking creep.
1 second, Nate. I can't defend this. I said I'd rather take the wheelchair. And Cody in Indiana goes, rather take a wheelchair, Ope, huh? But doctor checked your ass when you had strep throat. That is a true story.
Yeah.
So I did get fingers up the ass for strep throat. I can't even explain.
If you're that sick, you don't care where they go.
Thank you. Thank you for helping me out.
I'll trade fingers in my ass if they're going to cure my throat. Right? I'm going to give you this one. I'm not giving you the next one. I'll give you a pass.
Just give you one.
The part that helped your throat was when he made you clean his fingers with your mouth. the fecal matter.
Eradicate the streptococcus.
So I can't defend that, Cody. You got me on that. Nate, go ahead.
I love doing the Dr. Steve.
It's amazing. It's all I want to do.
It's fun.
You know, we let something go by.
Uh-oh.
The guy said that they teach you how to do it, but they don't show you really how to do it, which means the first time the doctor does that, he hasn't been in there, he hasn't done it yet.
Yeah,
So it's like
poking around.
It's
like it's a new neighborhood.
Imagine if he goes the wrong direction, he grabs your balls and picks you up that way.
How's that feel? No!
So there's a way to train students how to do this stuff, though. When we learned how to do pelvic exams, we had volunteers that were called talking pelvises. And,
that's what all women should be called.
I've been called a lot of things, Norton.
Yapping would be better.
Yeah, exactly. A babbling pelvis.
Yeah. Babbling.
How about moaning? Moaning pelvises.
Hey, pussy mouth. Sorry, Steve.
Hey, Nate, you had this done for you?
Yeah, last
Yeah, good for you. Antonella, Long Island. We have a woman. Fuck the guy when we can talk to a woman about it. Antonella, you had this done?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
I was about 3 years ago.
Sounds like a victim.
The room never has been this quiet.
Yeah, no kidding.
I was 3 years ago. I fell at a party, my son's christening party. I fell right on my
on a
butt.
doctor's hand.
You fell at your son's christening party?
Yeah, and
No, I know.
I hardly walk. I went to a pain management specialist, and they referred me to a chiropractor who said I have to get the adjustment done. And he went in there, he gloved up, he went in, and he pulled it right out. It was painful, but then I had instant relief.
Oh.
It was amazing.
So did he.
It's a wash.
It's a wash.
So you spoiled your kid's christening and then had a finger shoved up your ass? What an enchantress.
What she? So you know what she did? She went and had another kid and fell at that christening too.
Yeah, she's holding a baby, looking for the banana peel. Stupid whore.
What did he do in there?
Yeah, we need to know what he did in there. And
Stupid whore. It's a listener, Norton.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, really.
I apologize. Do you renounce Satan? I do.
Stupid.
Antonella, what did you feel? Did it feel good?
It actually felt very good.
All right, at least she's honest.
Okay.
Antonella, do you do that sexually with your husband? That act?
No.
You don't
funny.
Oh, so the doc gets in and he don't.
Yeah,
that must
that's
sit well
great.
at dinner.
Yeah, no kidding. And what did it feel like? Was he grabbing at your bone?
Yes, it actually
That's
felt like that.
How long was he in there for?
It felt like that somebody was
Hour and a half.
pulling it right out. But it was an instant relief. It was great.
Yeah, good for you.
How many fingers?
Ask her if she had a shit. Never mind.
No, go ahead,
Go
Steve.
ahead, Dr. Steve.
No,
Why don't
go
you
ahead.
ruin
You can
this
ask
one,
her.
too?
You can ask her.
She's right on the phone, so you can
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to know about the chaperone.
Drop that. Everybody's hard-on goes away. The word chaperone is like...
It's just terrible. I have an 18-year-old cheerleader here. Put on beheading videos.
I'll keep this safe for everybody.
Beheading video.
I'll take the
Where's his mind go? I love
Anything to
his mind.
take the...
All right, Antonella, thank you.
Thank you.
We got a guy fell out of a tree as a kid. Doctor stuck thumb up ass to fix it.
All right.
God, are we learning some shit today?
Oh, no.
Anthony from Capistrano.
Yeah.
You want Brent? Let's go to Brent.
Sounds like a Rockwell painting, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Well... Oh, no, you're funny.
That was him.
Wow, Joe,
Yeah.
I'm giving you credit.
Thank you. I should have
Why
taken
not?
it.
Why not?
Brent, go ahead.
How
Rockwell.
you doing, guys? Good morning.
Hey.
I was a little kid. We built a tree house, and you know how you like pound in little steps to get up the tree.
Sure.
And I went to go. I was probably like 10 feet up in the air. The one board pulled out. I fell. We had a little picket fence right by the tree where we used to keep the garbage can.
Oh.
My little kid feet didn't fucking touch the ground when I hit it.
Oh.
I screamed. I was probably like, 8, 9 years old, and running around, and they took me to the hospital, and the doctor, and I'm a little kid, sticks his big, fat, meaty thumbs up my fucking ass. I'm screaming. My grandfather's there. My mom and dad are there. And
Avoiding eye contact with you.
Yeah, chaperoning, of
Chaperoning,
course.
right.
As per Dr. Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Steve.
So wait, did you have wood in your ass? What happened? What was you doing?
There was the top of the fence posts were not like pointy sharp.
Oh, okay.
They had a little bit of a roundness to them.
God, you could take a
I
lot.
don't care who you are.
Right.
You
Good
fly
for
on
you.
the tree, you land on the fence.
Mm-hmm.
That's a bad fucking day.
Oh, wow.
And Grandpa's going, I've been there.
You're doing it all wrong, Doc.
Yeah.
Take the pain.
The thumbs up the ass worked for you.
In my little Cossack, I snapped it. The doctor had to realign it. Now every time I do sit-ups, or if I'm on a hard floor surface.
You have a heart on, you don't know why. Just remembering the doctor and his Greek fingers and his doctor breath. Smell of medicine.
More like 4 fingers, and it felt great.
All right, brother.
All
right. That's just amazing.
Wow.
I hope they were playing Schindler's List on the walls. Lest it become too sexy.
Yeah, fluid, old belt.
Wow. Dr. Steve's made guys come, though, Jackie. Tell him.
Just by talking.
Milking the prostate.
Yes, by milking the prostate.
He milks prostates for a living.
No, he's doing Dr. Steve impressions. Dr. Steve's doing it.
It's fun, isn't it?
He's got guys.
Do you have any openings?
Dr. Steve, you've made guys come, right?
Yeah. Well, I didn't make them come. They didn't have an orgasm, but they would
spray fluid.
Ejaculate.
They would, and it's not even ejaculation. It's just hydraulics,
Cleaning out the tubes type thing?
Yeah,
simple.
It's the type of clear stuff you leak, like when your team wins a game. It's not a full cum, but just the tip gets wet.
It's just fun. It's just fun. Seminal fluid, we're calling it.
Yeah.
Seminal
There you go.
fluid.
It's like when your dick has a mini stroke. Might I reference Edmund Muskie again?
Seminal fluid sounds dirtier than sperm. It really
does. It really does. Hey, let's go to Amanda. Let's see what Amanda has.
Oh, well, a girl.
Discussion. Amanda.
Good morning, guys.
Hi.
Amanda sounds
Hello.
hot.
Well, listen to that voice.
How hot are you?
Hello, madam.
Steve from Bay Show says Dr. Steve calls it pre-wine.
Dr. Steve makes really shitty wine if you want one, Jackie. Oh, yeah, you don't drink, sorry. Amanda, go ahead.
A few years ago, I used to work for an insurance company in the fraud department, and I was responsible for taking phone calls from doctors and providers and all this other stuff. Anyway, there was a doctor...
Or just have this girl talk in a corner. Jesus. All right, get to the sexy. I like that.
Anyway, doctor would have his patients masturbate in order to fit their contraception devices correctly, and he was pissed off that he wasn't getting paid by our insurance company and wanted to know why, but he was under full investigation because he wanted the girls to masturbate, saying, well, when the contraception device is in, you want to make sure that it's there properly and that it's not going to come out and this sort, so you made everybody masturbate.
What a dumbass that guy was.
Yeah, I think he should win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah,
That's
dumbass.
brilliant.
Well, no, but here's the thing.
He almost got away with it.
Yeah.
What?
He didn't get caught until he went to the insurance company trying
Oh, yeah, what a
to
dumb. You're
see,
right.
that is dumb. He got greedy.
You're right. He did get greedy.
If you want to see if it doesn't come out, how about you put a trampoline in the office? I get on this for 2 minutes. If it doesn't fall out, you're fine.
3 cartwheels.
Yeah.
Oh, what a jerk.
Yeah, that is pretty dumb.
God, he fucked it up.
Well, he might have been doing it for years and years and saying,
Sure.
what could be better?
Right. Now I should
Getting
get
a
money
few
for
bucks
this.
Should be able to
for
get a
Right.
few bucks.
Yeah, it became legitimate in his mind all of a sudden.
Yes.
Chaperone.
Wow.
I love the chaperone, man.
Amanda,
So fun
thank
to
you.
say.
Phones are fucking lit with this subject. Porter, Wisconsin, what's up?
Porter, how?
I was just wondering what position are the patients in when they're getting their internal exam?
Oh.
Dr. Steve?
Yeah, there's 2 that you can do. You can either have the patient in what's called dorsal lithotomy position, which is where you have them lay on their back and put their feet in stirrups. And you can do it that way.
Or you can have them kneel over your face.
Well, it could be strapped to a table with a baseball in their mouth.
A ball gag.
Right.
We use the ball gag.
Yeah. They do a headstand and you point down. Sorry, what's the other one?
Oh!
Never mind.
Wait, we got a guy in stirrups, old
Yeah.
school.
Yeah, that is an old
Yeah.
That looks like the
fucking-
40s.
Yes.
Wow.
Black and white picture.
It's a picture out of fucking... I got...
What's the other one? You make them touch their
Bailed out.
toes?
Yeah, no, the other one is you just bend them over a barrel.
A barrel.
A barrel?
Barrel? What fucking... What are you...
There's
duck
always a
While
barrel
you-
in the doctor's waiting room.
Yeah.
While you're
wine
getting a
barrel.
fucking pickle, he jams his fingers in your ass.
Oh, Danny. Oh, God.
That's
going to make
cool.
Jackie throw up.
Oh.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, what happened there?
It's all right. Happened, a little mishap.
Dr.
Steve,
back feels much better.
For the discomfort, which position would you say is better?
Really for checking the prostate, the best position would be just bending over, touching your toes. Or I used to just have people grasp the table and bend over, and then you'd sit on a stool. Insert joke here.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Bite this bullet.
Insert your finger that way, and it's a little more natural that way, and then they can sort of
not natural
brace themselves. The dorsal lithotomy position is the thing I was in.
How do you sneak the word natural?
I know. That's a more natural.
Dorsal lithotomy. It's the name of a black NFL player. Good. Sorry,
Well, your finger bends in the same direction that the rectum kind of curves, so that's why
The come hither kind of finger, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go to Ron in Cleveland. Ron.
Good morning, boys.
Hey, Ron.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to throw this one in real quick. I had a prostate check. I went to a doctor, and my male doctor had left the practice, and him and his wife actually had to practice. They got divorced. So I went for my physical, and I went ahead and just went and seen his ex-wife. So I had the infamous female doctor give me the old prostate check. So that was rather interesting. But the thing is, she really did lighten the mood when she says, be careful, because I've been known to push guys out through the window when I do this.
Oh, well, a little joke.
It's great.
That's nice.
And you sort of strap it on that special belt.
I would so rather have a female doctor do that.
Well,
I mean,
it was more
I don't think I'm going out on a limb. But
Was she a bull dyke or a little Asian?
Yeah, we
cutie?
need to know what she
look
looked
like.
like. Russian?
No, actually, she's a little German lady. Probably in her mid-40s.
Yeah, good.
Hyalinus.
You think she enjoys that?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, she really went up there. I swear to God, it almost felt like it was coming out of my throat.
Wow.
But yeah, but bottom line is, if you do have a female doctor, I thought it was more comfortable. So I just wanted to share that.
Of course.
Yeah.
Make sure some Gestapo is around to watch.
Wowie.
Joe, what do you say, Joe?
Hey, has anybody noticed that Dr. Steve sounds like Jim Florentine with an education? I'm going to have, I need a chaperone for my big, huge balls.
Good observation, sir.
Excellent.
All right, I guess we did it.
Yeah,
Unless you
that's,
wanna talk about cupping the balls. We
I'm
can do that.
exhausted.
Why
Greg the trucker, why not? Go ahead, Greg.
What's going on, boys?
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. Dr. Steve, now when you're checking the prostate, do you cup the balls from behind or do you reach around?
I don't think you need a reach around or a cupping of balls, sir.
All right, we got
Dr. Steve is a professional.
Kayla?
Right.
Yeah, I went and thought I was just going for acid reflux, and it was a smoking hot young doctor. I had never met him before. And he was like, okay, we're going to do an exam. And I thought it was odd that I had to disrobe and put one of their little gowns on. And he could get his chaperone, who is this gorgeous blonde girl. And he ends up sticking his finger in there. And when it was done, I thought, well, I was just here for, my throat. And it was supposed to be I was going to have follow-ups. But the chaperone, the hot smoking girl, was the same girl that took my insurance card. So I think they were just kind of having fun.
Wasn't this an episode of Three's Company?
I think this was.
Exactly.
Make fun all you want. She had my attention.
Yeah.
No kidding, man.
Yeah, he's got his finger in your ass, and
like the start of a
Norman
porno.
Fell is looking through the window.
Opie's eyes were going glossy over there.
Yeah, it's kind of like, all right. Then the blonde comes in. And, Oh, wow. So that sounds kind of nice.
He was gorgeous. I'm fairly certain that was just for them and had nothing to do with why I was there. It was just
They knew you wouldn't talk.
Acid reflux. Yeah, what the fuck is he doing?
Jeez, trying to close the flap at the bottom.
Yeah, through the back.
At the end, she said she likes my tattoos, and it was all very romantic. And I thought maybe we would all go for a drink, but I'd never fixed my gastroprostomy. I just never went back.
Why? What's
Why
wrong
didn't
with
you
you?
go back? Seemed like you enjoyed it.
Silly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and then I never told anybody, like, is that normal? Do you go and have hot people stick fingers in you, and they bring in hot girls, and so...
Wow, you must have been... Were you turned on when you saw, like, the hot doctor was going to do that to you?
I was turned on by him, and then when she came in, I thought, well, that's different.
Did your
but
paper
okay.
gown have a little moisture on it?
Oh, yeah. Were you getting a little wet?
A little moisture?
Maybe if she hadn't come in, I don't know, maybe the talk about the tattoos, the whole thing was just very strange. I just thought now we were all really good friends.
Now, this was in Vegas?
You know she's digging it if the doctor doesn't have to grab any lube. He just has to wipe from front to back. Slide it in.
Ready. All ready.
Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah,
Looby looped.
nice. And under pressure, I just kind of got funny and was like, well, are we going to do this with my throat too? Like, why are we starting at this end?
Oh, you got a little frisky, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh. It was more nerves, I think. Just the humor part was like, that's great. That part worked well. Now let's check on my throat.
Yeah, you really liked it.
That's good. Well, I hope they were showing Holocaust pictures during the...
Keep it on up and off.
I hope they were playing audio from Joel Steinberg's testimony.
At least you had a story for the Thanksgiving dinner table,
Yeah, just more of a fuck you, Steve. So don't bore everybody with a chaperone.
Just thumb through photos of the Tate House.
Yeah.
Oh!
I got an 18-year-old here. Well, burp hot dog burps in her face.
Yeah, so Steve can't kill the buzz because sometimes the chaperones are smoking hot girls.
Yeah.
Right on, Kayla. Bringing the hotness back to this topic. Thank you.
And right in Dr. Steve